Hey gang, it's your old pal Greg.
グレゴリーさん。
Coming to you from isolation on day 100 of the great lockdown of 2020. Now, as you may be aware, human beings are social creatures, so having everyone locked up like this is making some people start to lose it a bit. Not me though, I'm doing fine. So anyway, I've created this handy guide to setting up Zoom so that you can break the isolation blues and have some fun with your friends and family. First of all, I'll explain what Zoom is and why we're using it. Zoom is a video conferencing software that we use a lot in the Playtech office, and my favorite thing about it is that it's super easy to use and ridiculously simple to invite people into a group chat. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars for boomer friendliness. First of all, what you want to do is jump on the Zoom site, zoom.us, and sign up for the free account. The paid accounts are great if you want to schedule, record, and host longer meetings, but let's be honest, you don't have any money. And besides, the free trial lets us have up to 100 people in a group chat for up to 40 minutes, which is roughly 100 times as many friends as I have. And on top of that, you'll also get unlimited one-on-one meetings, which means you can have COVID-safe Tinder dates online. Once you've set up your account, you can install the Zoom software or just run it straight out of your browser. But either way, go ahead and log in so that you can set up your profile. Use a recent picture that you'd be happy for your family and Tinder dates to see. I've used one of mine from a recent holiday. Once that's all set up, just smash that host a meeting button, get started. Now, if the next page doesn't do anything for you, it means that you probably don't have the Zoom software installed properly, dummy. So go ahead and click the little link there to open it up in your browser instead. Once you're logged in, it's going to be a bit lonely hanging out in an empty Zoom meeting all by yourself, but you should be used to this by now, you know, considering.
Hello, darkness, my...
Anyway, what you want to do is go ahead and invite some friends, and if you don't have any friends, then I will be your friend, at least until it becomes inconvenient for me. To invite your pals, just hit the invite button down below, then click copy URL. Now all you have to do is send this link to someone and they can then jump in and join your little party. Now if your whole deal was just to set this up so that you can catch up with your gran, then you can probably stop watching now. But as I've got way too much time on my hands and a proclivity towards figuring out ridiculous things to do on the internet, I've compiled some suggestions to keep you entertained in the coming weeks. Idea number 1.
Browser Game Olympics.
If you click screen share at the bottom of the Zoom window, you can display your browser window, or anything else you might have on your screen, to all of your guests. This is great for accidentally showing your mum what your favorite category on Pornhub is, or flexing your bank account balance to Tinder dates. But that's not at all what I'm suggesting. I'm talking about traveling back to the peak of the internet and loading up some amazingly shitty browser-based games on Kongregate or itch.io. Kongregate generally has the more hilariously bad games of the two, but sometimes that's the fun part. Itch.io actually has some pretty rad escape room and horror type stuff, which can be fun to play in groups because you can all sort of scream directions at each other and try to figure the puzzles out. One hilarious section of Itch is all the visual novels and dating simulators. These are actually bizarre and hilarious to play as a group, and they're pretty much begging to be made into a drinking game. Not that we encourage that sort of thing, but if you're looking for some hilarious cringe, then there's plenty on offer. Idea number 2.
Gang Mukbang.
Many of you probably already know what a mukbang is, but for those of you who don't, it's basically a kind of weird Korean phenomenon where people tune in to watch someone live stream eating their dinner. What I'm suggesting is that everybody jumps on stream and has a group apocalypse mukbang. You could even just make up recipes for each other based on what supplies are left in your food stash. My favorite apocalypse meal is dry pasta and toilet paper.
Yum.
Idea number 3.
Snap camera.
Now this is my favorite, so I left it for last. Not a lot of people know this, but you can actually use Snapchat filters on your PC's webcam. If you download Snap Camera and then select it at the camera source in Zoom, you'll be able to play around with all these awesome Snapchat lenses in your group chat. There's heaps to choose from, and they're great for hiding the fact that you haven't slept in days. Now that's a pro gamer move. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. I hope some of this helps you kill the boredom and stay in touch with your friends and family during the lockdown. Let me know if you've thought of other great ways to use video conferencing to do dumb stuff, and I'll see you all next time.